What's up next?
Just Stop Oil back in the news.
Just Stop Oil have reared their heads once more.
So yes, they're protesting in London again during the week. We did say last episode that there will be protests next week, and it has landed them in a lot of controversy this week. As we are now on the weekend of Remembrance. So we're going to be remembering of all of our past soldiers and future soldiers, or anything war that we remember of anyone that's lost their lives. It's quite a big thing for us in the UK. We do, a lot of other countries do this. I can't really 100% if they do same dates or anything like that, but it's a day of more. It's basically a day of mourning where we grieve the lost soldiers. And the protesters, unfortunately, got a little bit too close to the cenotaph in London this week.
They got carried away, didn't they?
They got carried away, and we've done a fact check on it. Yes, a lot of people have accused them for laying down on the cenotaph, acting dead. They were actually handcuffed and laid down on the cenotaph.
Yes, they were.
So I think the Met here did the correct thing by removing them immediately, but they could have moved them away from the cenotaph. I mean, I know there probably must have been like duty reasons that they couldn't get them away. They had to arrest them where they were, leave them where they were. But yes, photos have been misconstrued on the internet and everything like that. We can tell that now because obviously they weren't laying down at first, but actually it turns out their hands are behind their back and they're cuffed. One question for Just Stop Oil: why there? Why did you choose to get near the cenotaph? Of all places in London you could have protested.
It does seem like the last few times they've protested, they're not actually protesting at a place that makes a point. They're almost just trying to get themselves seen at this stage. And it's like, but why are you protesting in these certain places?
There is actual designated places of protest.
Well, it's kind of
I've mentioned it before. Yeah, it's in Trafalgar.
It's like when they protested at the Natural History Museum.
Yeah,
like I do get the link between dinosaur bones and oil, but it's like, what point are you trying to make?
They're preserved. They're preserved bones.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
we've preserved history.
Other than the fact that that's where oil comes from. Like, what are you protesting at the Natural History Museum?
Exactly. And what are you doing protesting in the cenotaph? I mean, considering on this week as well, I mean, fair play to the police. They actually apprehended them and got them on the bus. You can actually see their stupid, lonely faces. And why aren't these people at work? Can the HMRC please get under these people? Turns
out they're all on disability.
If they're disability, take it away from them. If they're pensioners, take their pension away from them. They are doing nothing but causing inconvenience towards working people. And considering that it was on the lead up towards obviously our remembrance parades, I mean, why? I mean, it's bad enough that we've got other protests going on at the minute. They're making major conflicts of interest. So Just Stop Oil, I think you need to... Why don't you go down to where's that new nuclear plant being built?
Christ knows.
Hinkley Point. Why don't you go there? Why don't you go and stand outside Hinkley Point?
Well, but then again, would they have much of a point doing outside a nuclear plant?
Yeah, because it's...
But that's actually...
But it's still taking oil to build it.
I mean, it's better than...
It's clean.
It's cleaner energy.
It's cleaner energy, but it's still taking oil to build it because they're diesel machines that are built it. To go there and go do. If you're going to protest on something, go stand on a runway.
Yeah, I do remember it a while ago when we talked about Just Stop Oil the first time, many episodes back. I was reading an article where somebody had gone undercover into Just Stop Oil. They'd gone to one of their meetings.
Yeah,
and apparently the guy was saying. He'd gone to quite a few meetings. He said at first they were genuinely for the cause, but he said once Dr. Ball had been going a while, he'd been to a few meetings, they only really cared about making a point for point's sake. They didn't, for making a statement just to get eyes on them. They didn't really care about what they were actually protesting anymore. So that wasn't really the goal.
No,
it makes sense. To make a lot of noise.
They've lost touch.
Yeah, and that's not really.
They've lost touch with their cause. I mean, they are going to be moving today from the Cornwall. They're going to be moving somewhere else.
They weren't even on the call, but they were on the not.
They were on the not call, but they're going to move further out. So for all you flat earthers out there, you have what's called the ice wall. They're going past the ice wall. You seen the video on that guy? I think I sent it to you last night.
I did see that, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's coming for conspiracy time anyway.